Before I start this lesson, I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash, the bond to the apostle, elders, and bishops, a great millstone, rule, will, and teach you all. Shalom to 144,000 men that's pushing it, believing his word, and all show sincerity, and sacrifice their lives and wills to do so. Shalom to the men, women, and children that's tuning in and listening, and shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad on all four corners of the earth. The Heavenly Father named is Yahweh, his only begotten Son named is Yahweh Shai. And Lord, when this video edifying, quick, straight to the point. This video is entitled, it's June, right? And you know, the famous statement from Bishop Nate. It's June, it ain't no microchip, right? And you know, I guess it's a little tradition. I won't even say it's a tradition, but and nonetheless, all jokes aside, you know, we are in a time of prophecy with Revelation chapter 13, verse 15 and 16 on down is being fulfilled. And if you can't believe that the MOTB is the microchip, which it is, because that literally is what the word goes into, right? It's an insertion of the flesh, charagma, right? And it's an insertion. It's a cut in the flesh to insert that into your body. And you know, everybody not everybody, but even those of the world know that the MOTB is the mark of the beast, right? And it should be undisputable by now, right? But you know, you still have those that choose to not believe it, and is visibly, if people in the world can see it and understand what it is, how much more so those that are so-called in the faith. But you know, the MOTB has been something that has taken its time, and not taking its time, but more so have a specific set time and day of when it's going to be issued and mandated. You know, obviously in the early 90s, you didn't have the technology that you have now to roll it out, but you know, they're about ready to roll that out on the people. And we see that. We see that what there's going on, right? We see it in prophecy, right? You know, over there in, is it Sweden or so, one of them countries over there, I can't think. It starts with an S if I'm not mistaken. But you got a few thousand people microchipped already, right? You know, you got people that already have the chip girl. She was running around, right, basically flaunting that she didn't have to pay cash, right? We have these examples of what the MOTB is, what it's going to do, what its purpose, and it's to take away cash, right? So, and obviously, you know what Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 says, right? You could not by yourself save or say that he had the mark, right? So meaning what? That digital, that all, right, is to control the people. So, nonetheless, I'm going to grasp the precepts, Lord, willing to be edifying. I'm going to start for Habakkuk chapter 2 real quick. Okay, one second. One second. It's Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me before the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what shall I answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. So I mean, well, a prophet is supposed to be on his watch to know what's about to happen, what's going on, right? Prophets have been set up to watch for these prophecies to happen and tell it to the people, right? And regardless of the scale of complexity, right, that's exactly what they're supposed to report to, right? And telling the people, hey, this is what this means, this was going to happen, and I see this, right? Verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it surely come. it will not tarry. And yeah, you know that they didn't have the technology that they needed for their chip, right? But now it's obviously 2026, and technology is, you see more and more news about brain chip, microchipping technology, Neuralink, and all of these ways to control how should I say it? But ways to control, basically using the internet and using the internet and this technology to control everything, right? Technocracy. This is a big investment in technocracy we're seeing, and people think it's it's easier. It's not made to be easier. It's made to control you, and that's one of the ways that Esau Edom likes to hide and use things. It can easily access my public records or my medical records, so they know what's going on with me and can help me out faster, right? And that's a part of that lie. We can help you with your medical bills and medical needs, or you ain't gotta use a wallet, you ain't gotta use keys, right? And that's exactly what they mask it as. This is to help you out, but what? That is there to control you, and people don't understand that. So yes, it's an appointed time for this prophecy to be fulfilled, but also, they needed the technology for it, and that goes into that Daniel as well. Technology be increased, and technology has been increased, and people just not gonna understand it until it's there, right? But you got people in the world. You don't have Edomite Christians that believe that MOTB is the CHIP is the MOTB, and so how much more so those that are in the faith. So from here, I'm going to jump to Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. And this also shows that the MOTB is required for Esau Edom's NWO to be set up. And without that, right, they're not fulfilling prophecy, right? And that's just one of the biggest, if not the biggest thing, right, that we need in order for things to completely go full swing. This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And yeah, we're going to see Esau Edom coming down in great wrath with the MOTB, right? He's going to have it to where if you don't take that CHIP, you're going to be outcast in society. We see this. The prophets see this and understand it. Because why? He knows that if he doesn't do that, right, he knows if he don't hurry up and try to force the Most High hand, which he's not. This is all according to prophecy regardless. He knows if he does that, he could get his NWO. So let me dial it back. He know if he try to enforce that MOTB, right? Or if he forced that MOTB, he believes he can get all the people wrapped around his finger before the Lord comes back. But the Lord is going to have it to where what? The Lord stands triumphant regardless. And that's something that Esau Edom is definitely afraid of, right? He's afraid of the fact that Yahweh Shai is going to come back, a dark-skinned Negro man is going to come back and crack the clouds. And not only just crack the clouds, but he's going to come back and wage war with you either. That's the biggest thing that Esau, he even knows it, right? His elite knows it and have known it for a long time, right? And they just released, realistically, they've been knew this, but they released the evidence of what those supposedly UAPs or UFOs that's been in seen in the sky, right? So that means the Lord is watching this place and getting ready to judge this place, right? Amos, when it goes into the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, the Lord is about to do that. The eyes of the Lord is upon this sinful, wicked kingdom, and it's just a matter of time until the MOTB comes out and for everything to go full swing, full steam, full full swing ahead. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab Revelation chapter 13, and then I'm gonna close out so I can click into these things. So this is Revelation chapter 13. Actually, I can go next chapter over. I haven't think that. It's Revelation chapter 13, and there's a particular judgment set for those that take the MOTB too as well. I'm gonna grab that. It's Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. Just straight to the point. He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, so everybody, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, right? That no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the mark, or the number of the beast, or the number of his name. And yeah, that's exactly what this is going into, right? It's going into the simple fact people are going to be using that MOTB for buying and selling in commerce, right? You're going to be outcasted of society if you don't have this. You know how you the outlier, right? What was that movie? I can't think of it. I cannot think of it to save my life right now. But it was the movie with what's his name? The wrestler who died. I can't think of it. But long story short, imagine you at school and everybody got something that you don't have, and they're laughing at you, mocking at you, thinking you're embarrassing, or so on and so forth, right? You don't fit that criteria, right? I'm using that analogy saying everybody that has an MOTB will come against, not just come against those that don't have it, but the elites will try to have everybody take it to usher in their plans. So you're going to be outcasted, right? The hour of temptation to take that MOTB is going to be upon the whole world, to try the whole world. And that's exactly something that's going to happen, regardless if you choose to accept it or not. But Lord willing, this video edify. I'm going to close out by giving all praise and glory and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Lord willing, this video edify, and I'll send that to Shalom.